Saturday night. And the Grizzlies will take on for the second time this season the State Fair Roadrunners in Region 16 play. These teams played back on December the 10th. The Grizzlies won that game 77-67 at Sedalia. Grizzlies had a game set for Wednesday night, called off because of bad weather. That game against Mineral Area will be made up at a later date. Alongside tonight to the right, we've got Jim Lambert here taking care of the video stream duties. And in the studio, Curtis Casmer is our engineer for the ball game this evening. Well, this is one of those nights where you've got two teams that have not performed as well as they had hoped this year. The Grizzlies are 8-13. State Fair is 7-15. And the Grizzlies, it's actually two teams that are going kind of in a different direction. The Grizzlies have really played well since the first of the year. As it stands right now, the Grizzlies are in their last 5 games. The Grizzlies are 2-3, pardon me, but 2 of those losses were very, very close games. And they lost in a tough game at Moberly this past weekend, 81-76. Grizzlies are 5-4 at home this year. Meanwhile, the State Fair Roadrunners, they have struggled lately. They've lost 5 in a row, only won by 9 points or more, and that was against Moberly this week. But they lost a 5-point game to Three Rivers, a 6-point game to Mineral Area, a 5-point game to Link Year Prep, and lost in a big blowout to Moberly back on January the 11th. But they, like the Grizzlies, have had their struggle this season, so we'll see which of these teams can get it going in the right direction tonight. Second time these teams are scheduled to play, and we'll go back to Sedalia for one more game to wrap up the season. So we have a break coming up, and we'll have the starting lineups, and the Grizzlies will tip it off with the Roadrunners in just about 5 minutes. So a break here, and we're back in 2.5 minutes on KDY.
Winter is here, and it's time to supplement protein and energy to your cattle. Hi, this is Jordan at Hirsch Feed. Power Cubes are a great way to provide 28% protein and 6% fat in a convenient range cube. They offer a nutrient-dense combination of natural protein, fat, soluble fiber, and vitamin A to optimize rumen performance and improve forage digestion. Power Cubes are easy and cost-efficient to feed at a rate of only 2 to 3 pounds per head per day. Stop in today and ask about special pricing on pallet quantities. Hirsch knows cattle.
Bailey, Chevy, and GMC, home of the Bailey Factor.
Bailey Chevrolet GMC has the SUV perfect for your winter commute. Check out Bailey's lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs. In town or back roads, Bailey Chevrolet will get you there safely and in sophisticated style.
This is John Bailey at Bailey Chevrolet GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs, reminding you to come in and test drive your favorite new Chevy SUV today. Find new roads with Bailey Chevrolet.
Have you peeked into the new store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store? Well, Stephanie worked at JCPenney for 24 years, and since its closing, realized there's no place to buy business casual clothing for men and women. So she took the matter into her own hands and opened up her own store. Steph's Southern Small Town Store, 1432 West 8th Street in West Plains. You'll find women's and men's business casual clothing. Check out their Facebook page with all their specials. If you're shopping for Christmas, make sure you stop by Steph's Southern Small Town Store.
Ready to invest in your future? Studies show that a college degree more than pays for itself in lifetime earning potential, and Missouri State West Plains is a great place to start. To learn more, call 255-7955 or visit wp.missouristate.edu. Registration is going on now for in-person, online, and blended classes. Financial aid is available for eligible students. At Missouri State West Plains, you'll find new beginnings and endless possibilities.
College basketball action with the Grizzlies continues now on Hot Country KDY.
All right, we come back. A little ceremony here honoring Coach Matt Brown from State Fair. Very classy thing. And now the starters for this ball game between the Grizzlies and the Roadrunners. First of all, for State Fair, the starting 5 will be Elijah Bernstein. He is a 6-foot guard from Missouri City, Texas. Jules McCoy, who lit us up for 25 at Sedalia. He's a 6'4" guard from Fort Washington, Maryland, a sophomore. Kazir Smith is a 6'3" guard from Woodridge, Virginia. Jabril Ndiave is a 6'8" forward from Mount Dora, Florida. And Dalton Gaiman, who's a good frontline player, 6'7", sophomore from Nevada, Missouri. State Fair is coached by Matt Brown, assisted by Kyle Lawson. Grizzlies starting 5 tonight will go like this. Aiden Gare, leading scorer on the Grizzlies with 15 in the ball game. He had 10 at State Fair back in December. Aiden, a 6'3" sophomore from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Trey White wears the number 3 on his back. He is a 6'1" sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia. Carlos Paul III is a 6'5" freshman from Southfield, Michigan, and he led the scoring in the win at Sedalia for the Grizzlies with 16. Dougie Gavalia is a 6'6" sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And Rashad Weekly is a 6' sophomore from Florissant, Missouri. Grizzlies are coached by Jared Fay, assisted by Braxton Williams and Walt Belcher. We have a really good crowd here for this Saturday night ball game. The far side on the bleachers, far side seats for season ticket holding folk. Pretty good turnout there. But here on the near side in sections 106, 104, 108, very good tonight. So we'll have a little racket going on here. The Grizzlies are going to be in their new gray home uniforms with blue and red trim. State Fair will be in the navy blue with Carolina blue numbers and trim. Tip is in the air and is won by State Fair in this basketball game at the Civic Center is underway. Jules McCoy. He's a guy to watch tonight. He had 25 on us up north. Here's a shot for a 3 to start the game, and it's good by Elijah Bernstein, who's backed off. And at the left point, he just raised up and knocked it in. 3-0 scored. Grizzlies played pretty well at Sedalia, especially in the second half. Right corner, 3 for the tie. Good, Aiden Gare. Aiden Gare with 15 a ball game. Knocks that one in. Now at the left point, here's a pull-up for another 3, and that's good by Dalton Gaiman. We saw him do that at Sedalia, too. So we've had 3 buckets. All 3 are 3s. Gagi Gavalia will give it over to Rashad. Now back to Gagi. Rashad back to Gagi. Right point, left point, round the horn, left corner, wide open 3 is good by Trey White. We're tied. 4 shots, 4 makes, 4 threes in this ball game. Bernstein will hold it out front. He is from Los Angeles, California. I remember that about him. Now on the right side now, to on the left, driving down the key. He'll stop, fake the pass outside. Now it's the baseline, over the top, left corner. Bernstein's got a 3 at the horn on the shot clock, no good. Over the top for the rebound, slapped away. Bernstein gets it, hands it off. They'll circle back outside, reset their offense. 15 on the shot clock, tie game at 6 from the Civic Center. The crowd has seen some shooting so far. Left elbow, pull-up shot, fadeaway jumper, back iron, no good. Rebound, Trey White with it, back from right to left, the Grizzlies come. Middle of the court, left wing, Gagi. Aiden, right side, touch pass to the post, back to the point, left point. Up fake by Gare, slapped away and stolen, turnover Grizzlies. Back the other way, 1-on-1. We'll circle out with Kazir Smith. Now on the right point, Jules McCoy. He'll pull up and shoot from the wing for a 2, and it's good. From 17 feet, Jules McCoy makes his first basket. He is the classic streaky shooter. It's 8-6. Grizzlies down by 2. Kendon Peebles will check in for the Grizzlies at the first stop, or at the next stop, which will be the first stop. Right side, touch pass in the corner. Up fake, Gavalia steps through, drives in, puts it up, partially blocked, taken away by State Fair and Jabril Ndiave from Mount Dora, Florida, 6'8". He takes up some room in there, and that's the fate of Carlos Paul every night. He is 6'5", going up against 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". McCoy to the point left side. Flanagan has it with 5 on the shot clock. Over a high screen right. They don't know how much time is left. Now they see it. Drive on the baseline. Put up on the floater, and that's good by Tazir Smith. And it's a 10-6 ball game. From a talent standpoint, these teams are really pretty equal. In the right baseline, Trey White to the point. Catch and shoot for a 3 is off the back iron. Rebound comes long, 17 feet out to the free throw circle and taken out of midair by Elijah Bernstein. State Fair hasn't won much lately, but they haven't been out of ball games. They've played close ones. And the baseline, bumping in, turn, right-hand baby hook off the back iron, no good. Off the miss by Ndiave, and the rebound taken down by Aiden Garrett. Grizzlies back. Trey White drives the lane. Right-hand floater is high in the air and good. Trey White connects with his second. And it's a 10-8 ball game in favor of State Fair. The game at Sedalia in December was close pretty much throughout, but the Grizzlies had the lead majority of the ball game. Flanagan on the baseline with an up fake. Goes baseline, cut off. Now gets it back outside. Out on the right point. Smith with it. Drives baseline, pull up, fall away jumper. No good. Ball tipped around. Picked up. No, it's on the deck, and it'll be out of bounds off the Grizzlies. Kyle Germany will check in for the Grizzlies from Detroit, Michigan. Home of my second favorite NFL team. My favorite one plays at 5:30 tomorrow. Inbound play from underneath. They'll key it. Lob it out front. Pass stolen away. Aiden Garrett with the steal. Takes it away from Flanagan all the way. Lays it up and in. Foul on the play. Basket count. So a turnover, a foul on Flanagan, and a basket. And that will put the Grizzlies at the line. That foul will be on Dalton Gaiman. And Gaiman, 6'7" freshman from Nevada, gets the foul, bucket in one, and it's a three-point play for Aiden Gare, who he's had starts and stops this year, but from an offensive standpoint, we got about a month of the season left, and he's finally kind of got it figured out, it looks like. He's been consistent. The top of the circle, Elijah Bernstein for State Fair, 11-10 ball game. Grizzlies are up by 1 thanks to that three-point play. Out front, Bernstein on the dribble, gets a screen right, curls over the top of that, has to pick it up, kicks it back behind him. Here's McCoy, long three, and no good. Good block off that time by Gare, picked up by Kyle Germany. Up the right sideline, slips by his man, gives it Gare open, wide open for a long three, and it's good. Timeout on the floor. Aiden Gare has 9 points in the first 5 minutes and 18 seconds, and a timeout with the score of the Grizzlies, 14. State Fair 10. We're back in 30 seconds on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unexpected injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as the OZH Orthopedics and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Grizzly basketball continues now on Hot Country KDY.
In the ballgame for State Fair, Trey Jones, 6'3" freshman guard from Little Rock. They'll bring the ball up. Bernstein on the left point. Bill Coy will drive the left side, shoots a floater, no good. That's not a very good shot to take. Taken down by Kendon Peebles. Grizzlies up by 4. Right side, good ball movement. Peebles walked with the basketball. Turnover Grizzlies. And I didn't get a chance to mention who the officials were for the ball game, but I will. The officials are Blake Thomas, Rip Dodson, and Ernest Grayer. I recognized Ernest. The rest were all new to me. Mr. Dodson, I remember him. Left baseline, Gaiman drives in, up and under fake, shoots on fadeaway, no good, and the outside official will make the call. And that will put State Fair on the free throw line. And the shooter from Nevada, Dalton Gaiman, left-hand shooter, first try good. He has 4 points now. Takes his time and shoots and scores again, and Gaiman now has 5. And State Fair will sub Tazir Smith in the game for Bernstein here, and they go full court press. Kendon Peoples, bad pass, ball deflected out of bounds, stays with the Grizzlies. No one coming back to the basketball as if we didn't recognize we were being pressed, and just most folks running down the floor. You have to come back and help. Get the ball to a guard now, get out of his way. Kyle Germany over the timeline, left point. Trey White will hand. Now top of the circle, Carlos Paul. Kyle Germany on the right side. Down the key, pushes off, whistle offensive foul. And that was a good call. He did it. First team foul on the Grizzlies as Kyle pushed off with the right hand there before getting the shot away. One team foul, that's the second foul on the Grizzlies. Over on the left, now in the corner. Trey Jones, now on the right side on the wing. DeCoy with it. Left corner whistle, offensive foul. Illegal screen is going to be the call. Wagu is in the ball game. Abu Wagu, who started the first contest, 6'8" from Brooklyn, New York. Grizzlies push it down the floor. 14-12 at the point. Gaggi down the key, back out. Gare with a catch. Now out to the point. Kyle Germany dribbles around, baseline, pull-up jump shot off the back iron, bounces right, goes right into the hands of Wagu. Left side now with Trey Jones to the right point. Grizzlies playing pretty good defense. Now with a bobble, McCoy passes across, 10 on the shot clock. Down the lane, player lost the ball, loose basketball on the deck, whistle, and we're going to have a foul call on Kendon Peebles for falling over the guy laying on the floor. So Kendon picks up the foul, 13 foul on the Grizzlies. 20 on the shot clock. State Fair with it, down by 2, 14-12. Smith dribbles over the top, step through, good move, lays it up and in. Big bounce, big hop, lay in, he has 4. Tie game at 14. Kyle Germany will hand. Aiden Gare at the left point, lob pass, high post, Gaggi Gavalia has it. Up fake, goes around the bigger, slower player, puts it up off the glass, no good. And now back the other way. Here comes State Fair. Wagu has it on the wing. He backs in, backs down, bowls in, goes up, got no travel with the basketball. Wagu had Kyle Germany guarding him. He is 6'8" and full grown. Kyle giving up about 7 inches of height there and who knows how many pounds. But luckily, the foul was called on Wagu, and that'll be the second team foul on State Fair. Backcourt pressure, Gaggi Gavalia. Up ahead, gets the ball to Rashad Weekly. Cross court now at the point. Up fake by Gaggi, left wing pass. They've gone straight zone here. High post to the wing, catch and shoot. Gare for three, in and out. Rebound comes off. Tipped long. Wagyu will chase it down, and State Fair will control. They have the ball with a tie game now at 14. Here's a long three for the lead. No good by Smith. Weak side rebound pulled down by Rashad Weekly. Long up the floor. Good pass. Pump fake. Goggy goes up. No good, but a foul on the play. Good look down the floor by Rashad Weekly. And that draws applause from Jared Fay and the rest of the Grizzly bench. Stops the clock with 11:19 here in the first half. First foul call on Jules McCoy. Free throw shooter, Gagi Gavalia for the Grizzlies. First try, good. Gagi is the first player, but outside Aiden Gare and Trey White to score. In the win back in December, that was a night where we had really good balance on the score sheet. A lot of contributions from a lot of people, but tonight, not the case so far. Up by one. Next try, up by two. Gagi Gavalia makes it 16-14. Nearly half-court game so far. And I think both teams are probably a little more comfortable doing that, although the Grizzlies have shown they can play fast and be productive. Pass across court. Gaiman in the middle. Bounces off Paul. Up and under. Lost it. Foul on the play on Carlos, and there'll be two shots. So many times you'll see the offensive player, when the defensive player has his arms up, he will jump into him and raise his arms up to make contact. And even though the defensive player didn't initiate, so many times that's called a foul on the offense. 14 foul on the Grizzlies. First free throw for Dalton Gaiman is good. He's 3 out of 3 from the line so far. And good again. He's a pretty good player. He has 7 points, 7 of their 16. Trey White, backcourt, picked up the dribble, gets it up ahead to Gagi. To the right corner. Here's a three. Rashad, no good. Ball is taken on the weak side on a nice rebound by Jules McCoy. McCoy up to the right corner. Bernstein tries to work his way in. Now circles back outside to the point. Resets the offense. 10:33 to go in the first half. It's 16 all. Down the lane, Bernstein goes up, shoots, no good. Whistle, offensive foul. And Carlos Paul has got to lead the team in that category. He engaged Pitts, draw more charges than anybody else. Kendon Peebles is in the ball game for the Grizzlies. Aiden Gare comes out. Aiden has been terrific so far with 9 points in the first half of the first half. Inbound play, Weekly. Up ahead, good pass. Here's White, 3-on-2. Baseline, Peebles up inside, up good. Foul on the play, basket counts, and Kendon Peebles will get a chance for a three-point play here. So we'll see who this foul is on. That's going to be the second foul call on Jules McCoy. And that's good because he's probably their best offensive player. Well, 25 points against us the first time pretty much illustrated that fact. He is really good. Kendon with a three-point play attempt. No good on the missed free throw. Grizzlies' free throw shooting has been spectacular. Spectacular up till the second half at Moberly last Saturday, and it was not good. 9 out of 17 in a 5-point difference. Baseline step through. Here's a baseline pull-up shot, and no good by Devin Ellis, who's in the ball game. He is very good. Freshman guard for Chicago, 6'6". On the baseline, here's White, double team. Back to the left corner, Rashad. Whistle stepped out of bounds. Turnover Grizzlies, only their second of the first half. Media timeout, 9:40 to go in the first half. Grizzlies lead the State Fair Roadrunners 18-16, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Winter is here, and at Hirsch Feed Parts Department, we can help winterize your vehicle. Our Pro Series Gold and Platinum Series batteries are priced at the lowest prices in town. We have blend batteries in stock in the 24, 31, and 65 series batteries at $46.99 with 1-year warranty. At Hirsch Feed, we know parts.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world for 4 consecutive years. They feature a pool and an exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. Make your reservation by calling 417-257-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
And now more Grizzly basketball action on Hot Country KDY.
Still a lot of the season to go. The Grizzlies still, with tonight's game and the makeup against Mineral Area, the Grizzlies still have, 8 region games to play. So the region standings are going to change a lot, I would guess, before the end of the year. On offense with the basketball out front, Trey Jones goes to the baseline, and now Wagyu will hand it off to Bernstein at the point. Steps around the screen, shoots a 3 at the right point. That is no good. The rebound goes high in the air and hits the guide wire, and it's dead ball, Grizzly basketball. Micah Garrett not playing tonight. Micah's dealing with a broken nose. And I never heard if they were going to have to do corrective surgery or not. But he is not dressed out this evening. Grizzly ball up by 2. Kyle Germany in the game. Looks like they are still in the zone. Bounce pass kicked by Bernstein, stays with the Grizzlies, and they'll have 12 on the shot clock. Well, they reset it with the kick, so it's 20. Inbound play, Trey White. Right side. Gare out to Trey out front. Back to Gare in the right corner. Gare just licks his chops when he sees this zone. Peebles to Gare, dribbles over. Pull up, 17-foot fadeaway jumper is good. You don't want to pressure him all the time. Play zone, give him a chance to kind of float around, get open, shoot it. That's a recipe for success for the Grizzlies. Gare now has 11 points in the first half, 20-16. Kazir Smith in the corner. Gaiman dribbles in, steps through, lost the basketball. Picked up by Wagyu to the right corner. Smith, baseline, pull up, 12-foot jump shot. No good, tipped long to the corner. And the ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be State Fair basketball. 20-16. As tight as these teams are talent-wise, I'd be really surprised to see the margin go more than 8 or 10 either way. That's just as the game goes on. Lob pass out front, Trey Jones. State Fair down the key, goes up strong, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Dallas Clayton kicks it out quick, 2-on-2 break, gets it over to Gare with a catch and shoot for a 3, in and out. Rebounded by State Fair's Jabril Ndiave. Right corner, Ellis, crossover, gets in the lane, pull-up jump shot is no good. And the rebound taken down by the Grizzlies, Kendon Peebles. Peebles with a 3 from out front. Good! Kendon Peebles from way outside has 5 and a timeout called by the Roadrunners. With 7:36 to go in the first half, the Grizzly lead is now 7, 23-16, and we're back in 30 seconds on KDY.
Have you peeked into the new store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store? Well, Stephanie worked at J.C. Penney for 24 years, and since its closing, realized there's no place to buy business casual clothing for men and women. So she took the matter into her own hands and opened up her own store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store, 1432 West 8th Street in West Plains. You'll find women's and men's business casual clothing. Check out their Facebook page with all their specials. If you're shopping for Christmas, make sure you stop by Steph's Southern Small Town Store.
It's back to the court for more Grizzly basketball on KDY.
$7:36 to go in the first half. And we're back to play. State Fair with the basketball. They're in the navy blue as you watch. Grizzlies are in the home grays. New unis pass it inside. Gaiman, fall away, jump shot from 12. No good. Tipped up, picked up by Wagyu. He'll back it down, kick it out to the point. Smith has it out front. 23-16, 14 on the shot clock for State Fair. They go to the left with the dribble. Nearly lost. Baseline Ellis works his way in, leans in, shoots, forces the shot, no good. And a foul on the Grizzlies. Devin Ellis is a very talented offensive player. He's listed as a guard. He is a 6'6" guard from Chicago. First foul on Dallas Clayton for the Grizzlies. Devin Ellis. First time we played them, he had 18 points. He didn't start tonight. First free throw is good for Ellis. (23-17). Long look, try again. Good again. So Gaiman will come out of the lineup for State Fair, and they will sub in for him Josh Barlow, 6'5" kid from Hollister. Pressure on the ball, back court. Trey White with it. Gets it across. Dallas Clayton now back. They reset the offense left side. Aiden Garrett out front, right sideline. Hand it to Kyle Germany. Gets a screen. Good defense, cutting him off by Smith. Driving the lane, goes up, lost the ball, turned it over. Grizzlies get it right back, though. Trey White will circle out. There was change of possession. And now the official will stop things and say, hey, there was change of possession. There should be 26 on the shot clock. Thank you very much. Had there not been an official change of possession, there would have been a 20, and we would have 16 on the shot clock. Not the case. Grizzly ball inbound with Trey White. 23-18. Grizzlies have a 5-point lead. 6.5 to go in the first half. Kyle Germany over to Trey White. Dribbles to the right corner. Gets a screen from Clayton. Can't get a shot. Now Rashad Weekly shoots a three from the left wing for three. Good. Boy, Rashad can flat shoot the basketball when given the opportunity. That was a three, 26-18. Left side now in the paint. Trey Jones back out front. Devin Ellis tries to beat on the dribble, lost the basketball, turned it over. State Fair with their fifth turnover. Here's 2-on-1. Lob pass inside, and they tried to lob it over the rim to Germany, but the pass was off the mark. And the rebound now alley-oop the other way, and now Ellis. He misses it. 3-on-2. Kyle Germany takes it all the way in. Up and around layup, no good. Barlow rebounds. And the Hollister graduate will hand it off to Tazir Smith. And with 5.5 to go in the first half, Grizzlies up by 8. Ellis right side guarded by the smaller Trey White. They'll switch. Now here's a pull-up shot from 17. No good. And Ellis gets the rebound. Long shot, long rebound. Barlow out front. Dribbles down, backs in. Gets hung up, gets double-teamed. And now the ball is slapped away, and a late foul is going to be called on the Grizzlies. 24 is Rashad Weekly. That's Shad's second foul. It's got to be close to the bonus. It is. There's no shot involved there, but That was the 7th team foul for the Grizzlies. Barlow, the shooter, in the first try, good. Aiden Gare comes back in the lineup for the Grizzlies. Gage Pitts comes in the lineup for the Grizzlies. And I'm sure Gage is happy. His alma mater, Thayer, beat Bolivar to win the Bolivar tournament today. That's big stuff right there. Congratulations to Coach Pitts and his basketball team. Barlow makes both. It's 26-20. Front court, Cavalia gives it Trey White. Dribbles in, left corner. Here's Gage, wide open for a three, and it's good. Gage Pitts makes the 6th three of the first half for the Grizzlies. It's a 9-point game. 29-20. Left corner, Barlow. He's open for a three, and that's good. 29-23. Ball knocked away in the back court, out of bounds, stays with the Grizzlies. Nobody coming up to help in the back court. Kendon Peebles will come in for Carlos Paul. We really hurt them inside with Carlos in the first game. Here's a pass up the floor. Peebles has it. 3-on-2 break. Kick it left corner. Garrett with a three. Hits the lip of the rim and misses. Smith with it now. 4:10 to go in the first half. Right side, Bernstein steps through, kicks it to the corner. Barlow dribbles baseline, cut off. Double team now. Nearly lost it. Picks it up again. Pass low block. Bernstein back out front. Gaiman with an up fake. Goes to his left. He is left-handed. And a whistle and a blocking foul is going to be called on Gage Pitts for the Grizzlies. Gaiman and Pitts made contact, and Gage went down. Pitts went down to a knee. And Gage will be called for his first foul. Dalton Gaiman with a perfect night at the line, 4 out of 4. Free throw here, good. In fact, State Fair is 9 for 9 from the free throw line. They haven't missed one yet. 29-24. Next try is good. So it was a 9-point lead. Now it's a 4-point lead. 29-25. Grizzlies with the basketball. White drives in. Kicks it far side around the horn. Gavalia. Good movement by State Fair on defense there out of the zone. Gare nearly lost it. Did lose it. Foul call. Desir Smith will be called for the foul. Now put the Grizzlies on the free throw line. Shoot the 1-and-1. Foul Germany will come in the game for Gage Pitts. Aiden Gare at the line, 1 for 1 tonight. And free throw is in and out. No good. (29-25), 3:30 to go. In the right corner, Ellis pulls up, shoots a 12-footer, no good, and a foul away from the basketball. Talk about a push. If you're watching the live stream, go back at some point and rewind that at the 3:19 mark and watch. If you want to see a Division I push, that was a Division I push right there. And that'll put the Grizzlies on the free throw line at the other end of the court. Kendon Peebles will be at the line for the Grizzlies. First try is no good. Leaving some points on the court here. State Fair with it, down by 4. 3:09 to play. Down the lane, Bernstein drives, missed the shot. Rebound comes off, and it's picked up by the Grizzlies. They come back, don't have numbers. Now at the point. Tough catch on the left side now. Aiden Gare has Trey White come get it. 2:50 to play in the half. Grizzlies by 4. Left side, Gaggi's got a wide open three, and it's good. Gagi Cavalia now with 5, 32-25. Boy, this is a defensive basketball game. Over on the right side, Bernstein. Barlow at the left point against Gare. Goes left, steps around it, keeps the dribble, baseline, puts it off the glass, won't go. Rebound taken away by Kyle Germany. So the Grizzlies can have that 9-point lead back with a 2 here. Left corner. Trey White dribbles to the left baseline, back out to Gagi. Dribbles the lane, kicks it over. Peebles up and around and good. Kendon was just waiting on the baseline there. Got the pass and got the finish, and he had 7 off the bench. And timeout. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Grizzlies with the lead of 9 again, 24. Make that 34-25. Back in 1 minute on KDY.
Winter is here, and it's time to supplement protein and energy to your cattle. Hi, this is Jordan at Hirsch Feed. Power Cubes are a great way to provide 28% protein and 6% fat in a convenient range cube. They offer a nutrient-dense combination of natural protein, fat, soluble fiber, and vitamin A to optimize rumen performance and improve forage digestion. Power Cubes are easy and cost-efficient to feed at a rate of only 2 to 3 pounds per head per day. Stop in today and ask about special pricing on pallet quantities. Hirsch knows cattle.
Ready to invest in your future? Studies show that a college degree more than pays for itself in lifetime earning potential, and Missouri State West Plains is a great place to start. To learn more, call 255-7955 or visit wp.missouristate.edu. Registration is going on now for in-person, online, and blended classes. Financial aid is available for eligible students. At Missouri State West Plains, you'll find new beginnings and endless possibilities.
The Grizzlies play here on Hot Country KDY.
All right, back at the Civic Center, the Grizzlies with a 9-point lead as we head toward halftime, just 2 minutes away. Now, the first meeting, the Grizzlies led by 5, 35-30. They're up by 9 right now. Bernstein on the right side to the left wing. Tazir Smith will dribble over and hand it to Devin Ellis. 6'6" guard from Chicago. Dribbles in, knocked away from behind, stolen. Kyle Germany comes up with the loose ball. He's going to take it all the way. Puts it high off the board. No good. Rebounded by State Fair, and here come the Roadrunners are running. 3-on-2 down the lane. Right-hand layup is good. Right down the center by Trey Jones. That makes it 34-27. Germany with it. Up the floor, Trey White. Crossover dribble, far side. Touch pass across. Paul, layup good. Great passing that time by the Grizzlies. Trey White up to across to Aiden Gare, and Carlos Paul with his first basket. 36-27, 1:05 to go in the half. Out front, Bernstein. 55 seconds. 11 on the shot clock. Steps back, picks it up. On the right side. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Fade away from the free throw line. That's an air ball shot by Jones. It'll be Grizzly basketball. Barlow will check back in the ball game for State Fair. Against the press, pass up ahead. Here's Germany, 3-on-2. Bounce ahead. Paul lost the pass on the bounce pass out of bounds. Turnover Grizzlies. Only their 4th turnover here in the first half. Dallas Clayton checks in. Kendon Peebles in the lineup with Trey White, Gagi Cavalia, and Kyle Germany. 36 seconds to go in the first half. Grizzlies by 9. 36-27. Trying to win their 9th game of the season and trying to go 2-3 in region play. And right now, 2-3 in the region ain't too bad. Bernstein with 10 on the shot clock. Left side, Barlow works into the paint, gets trapped, whistle, travel basketball, and that's turnover 8 on State Fair. Aiden Gare in to shoot the basketball. Kyle Germany comes out. Rashad Weekly comes in to shoot. Dallas Clayton goes out. State Fair is staying with this full court man-to-man, so The Grizzlies go to the smaller lineup, a little bit smaller. Inbound play, Trey White. Up ahead, Rashad. 3-on-2 break. Right corner, deep shot for a three is in and out by Gare. And the ball picked up by State Fair with 4 seconds. The 2 seconds. A three straight on by Smith. No good. That's the end of the first half here at the Civic Center. Good first half for the Grizzlies. They enjoy a lead of 36 to 27. Grizzly halftime is here. That means halftime is brought to you by Missouri State West Plains. And the Grizzly interview is up next. New beginnings and endless possibilities on Grizzly halftime. Up next on KDY.
It's Grizzly halftime on KDY, and our special guest this time. You know, we've had a lot of new guests in here recently, but it's kind of comforting to see a familiar face come in every now and then. Deanna Smith is here, and we've talked to her many times in the past. She's Regional Outreach Administrator for Missouri State University. And the thing that I always have to ask you is, you work here, but you work through the Springfield campus, correct?
That's correct. Yes. We are an extension. Missouri State Outreach is an extension of the Springfield campus. So we, through our outreach office, we're able to offer bachelor's and master's degree programs on the West Plains campus. So students don't have to drive to Springfield or what have you. We don't have every degree offered on the main campus, but we do have quite a few offerings that students can get here locally.
When we were going through the COVID mess, and there were a lot of things going on online, did that open up things and make more stuff available after that finally passed? Do you find that you're doing more stuff online and it's being as effective?
Yeah, there's a lot of degrees. I mean, we do offer several degrees that are online. Some of those classes during the pandemic were offered through Zoom. So there is some face-to-face components to some of those classes. Our on-site programs, we do have, some seated programs on site, and those are, our main one is elementary ed, our Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, where students can come and get their degree to be a certified teacher in grades 1 through 6. And then I always tell students, once they get that initial certification, they can add other certifications. So if they are interested in like middle school or high school, they can do that as well with this degree. They just have to take a content area test and pass it to teach other grade levels.
The mere fact, and I'm looking in this brochure where it says your bachelor's degree options, first two things that I see mentioned here, child and family development and criminology. Mm-hmm. Are they listed there for a reason, like there's a great need for that, or are these just classes that people are requesting?
Well, there's a lot of job openings, I think, with child and family development, especially in your maybe preschool or it's not a certified degree, so you're looking more like, maybe I said preschool, but maybe more like Head Start, jobs in Head Start, daycare centers, things like that. There's a lot of jobs that you can do with that particular degree. You could work, for the state and some of the state capacities like Division of Family Services or anything that works with children in that capacity or young children. Criminology has been a popular program for us. It is all online, and students can start in West Plains and get their AA in criminology and then just go right into our bachelor's in criminology. I'm not sure the job market there on that, but it is a popular degree. Some of these degrees used to be seated on our campus, but those particular two degrees are now offered online only. So primarily the seated programs we have are elementary ed, and then we have agriculture, which is general agriculture. We also have a Bachelor of Science in agricultural business, and it has a couple of tracks where you can do sales and marketing, or you can do a finance track. And those are primarily our seated options right now. But there again, there's a lot of other online programs that we offer. Social work is now online, that bachelor's, and it's pretty popular. because there's a lot of jobs in social work in our area. And then we have educational administration. If students want to be a principal or a superintendent, they can get those advanced degrees, a master's and specialist in those particular areas with us. And then, of course, we have that Master of Science in Counseling as well.
These degrees that we're talking about are, I'm not going to say they're ready-made jobs, but there are opportunities in these fields that you're talking about. Lots of opportunities, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely there's a teacher shortage. I think everybody's pretty aware of that. And so schools are really, really needing teachers. So, anybody that's interested in becoming a teacher right now, I can tell you right now we have a lot of our students have jobs before they ever finish the program. So that just kind of tells you the demand right now for teachers. Students, as they move through the program, they go through their last 3 semesters, they go through what we call a methods block of classes, where it's like foundations of how you teach. And that we have students in those classes that are already teaching in schools under a provisional certification, because schools are just snatching them up quick because they just need students. I mean, they need employees right now, or teachers. And then that last couple of semesters is just another set of classes, and then the last semester is student teaching. So students are actually out in the schools during that last semester. That whole semester is like a practicum type class where you're in the schools 5 days a week, and you're actually helping teach the classes. So,
and for students who are interested in teaching, there's a need obviously for full-time teachers, but there's always a need for sub-teachers too, right?
Oh, yes. Many of our students get their substitute teaching certification. It's actually a certificate while they're a student. Sure. And then they're able to substitute teach on days where they're not in classes and make a little money. And then that definitely helps their experience, later once they become a teacher, because they've had that exposure in the schools. Some of the classes we offer requires so much time in a classroom, like observing, things like that. So anytime a student can get out in the schools and, get an idea of what it's like to be a teacher, it's a lot better for them, is in the long run. Once they become a teacher, it really helps them out.
You brought with you some more information here, and you mentioned this before we got started. A Master of Science in Counseling, School Counseling Emphasis. That's sort of a branch of sort of what we've been talking about, but there's obviously a real need for that too.
Yeah, we've always got schools that are needing counselors. They as existing counselors retire, they're looking to backfill that. Master's degree is required for counseling, and we do offer that program in West Plains. A lot of the classes are through Zoom, but there are just a few online. Students that are interested in that, even if a student has a bachelor's degree, say in another area like business, they can actually do the counseling program and become a school counselor. They just have to take I think there's like 3 education classes they have to take at the undergraduate level. So, anybody can actually become a school counselor. You just have to take those 3 or 4 extra classes that the state requires for you to be a counselor. Years and years ago, you had to be a teacher for so many years before you could be in counseling, but I think there was a shortage at one time, and the state changed that requirement.
All right, we're getting we got a little over a minute. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention that maybe hasn't been talked about?
Well, I did want to mention our elementary education program. I'll back up to it again. We are starting that program in the fall of 2023, where it is an evening-only program, so students can work in the schools during the day while they're attending classes at night. Usually classes will be a couple of nights a week. So that is a change that we have. And then also on that Master of Science in Counseling, the admission deadline for next fall is March 15th. So if anybody's interested in that program that holds a current bachelor's degree, they need to get a hold of me so I can kind of steer them in the right direction on that.
All right, and so that takes us to our last thing. How do they get hold of you?
I can be reached. I'm located in Gone Hall on the West Plains campus. I think my email is Deanna Smith, DeannaSmith at Missouri State, all spelled out, .edu. My phone number is 417-255-7931. So anybody who wants to get a hold of me, I welcome them to stop by our building, or email me or call me. I'd be happy to share all the information we have about these programs. We're real excited they're here, and it really helps students in the area obtain these degrees without having to drive a long distance and just have to drive a long distance and be out. I know when I was going to school, I had to drive for mine, so I understand that burden of that. So it's not fun, but it does make a difference. It's a benefit for the area to have these here.
It's a benefit for the students for these classes that you're talking about, but at the same time, it benefits, for instance, the schools to help them fill these positions, because that's really important.
Yeah, and we have a lot of schools that are relying on us to produce, teachers and help them, fill these vacancies, because they're really having to look for teachers, because there's a definite shortage right now. So,
Deanna Smith, thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're
thanks.
welcome to come anytime.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Grizzly Halftime brought to you by Missouri State University, West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
Ready to invest in your future? Studies show that a college degree more than pays for itself in lifetime earning potential, and Missouri State West Plains is a great place to start. To learn more, call 255-7955 or visit wp.missouristate.edu. Registration is going on now for in-person, online, and blended classes. Financial aid is available for eligible students. At Missouri State West Plains, you'll find new beginnings and endless possibilities.
College basketball action with the Grizzlies continues now on Hot Country KDY.
In the first win over State Fair, the Grizzlies led at the half 35-30, ended up winning by 10. Here tonight, they lead by 9 as we get ready to start the second half. In the first half for the Grizzlies, Aiden Gare led the way with 11 points. Kendon Peebles off the bench continues just to get better and better. He had 7 points in the first half. 5 each for Trey White and Gagi Gavalia. Carlos Paul had 2 and 3 points each for Gage Pitts and Rashad Weekly. For State Fair, Dalton Gaiman had 9 points. 6 of those came from the line. 5 for Josh Barlow. Tazir Smith has 4. 3 for Elijah Bernstein. Jules McCoy, who is one of their big scorers, only has 2 points. So watch for him to start shooting the ball more. Same thing for Devin Ellis. He had 2 points in the first half, and Trey Jones had 2 points in the first half. The Grizzlies 3 out of 5 from the line in the first half. And State Fair was perfect. 10 out of 10 from the free throw line. Our next broadcast of Grizzly basketball will be here Wednesday night of next week. And the Three Rivers Raiders will be here for matchup number 2 of 3 this year. We had a great contest in Poplar Bluff against Three Rivers. We'll see if playing at home will be the difference maker for us this time around. That's next Wednesday night, and we'll have that here on Hot Country KDY. Halftime score 36-27, Grizzlies at the Civic Center. And we're back with the second half in 1 minute on KDY.
Winter is here, and it's time to supplement protein and energy to your cattle. Hi, this is Jordan at Hirsch Feed. Power Cubes are a great way to provide 28% protein and 6% fat in a convenient range cube. They offer a nutrient-dense combination of natural protein, fat, soluble fiber, and vitamin A to optimize rumen performance and improve forage digestion. Power Cubes are easy and cost-efficient to feed at a rate of only 2 to 3 pounds per head per day. Stop in today and ask about special pricing on pallet quantities. Hirsch knows cattle.
Have you peeked into the new store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store? Well, Stephanie worked at JCPenney for 24 years, and since its closing, realized there's no place to buy business casual clothing for men and women. So she took the matter into her own hands and opened up her own store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store, 1432 West 8th Street in West Plains. You'll find women's and men's business casual clothing. Check out their Facebook page with all their specials. If you're shopping for Christmas, make sure you stop by Steph's Southern Small Town Store.
Grizzly basketball continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Jim Lambert does the video, and he's ready to go. Nate Hudson's got us ready to go here in the second half. And here we go. Grizzly ball. Grizzlies in the gray tonight. State Fair in the navy blue. Left corner underneath pass. Here's Carlos Paul. Works it up and under. No good. Got fouled. Shoots two. And this is the thing. And this is not real surprising. This is the thing that we really exploited at State Fair. And that was their interior defense. And Carlos Paul, even though he's a little undersized from the guys going up against, he just ate them alive. Second foul on Ndiave, and the first free throw for Carlos is good. Carlos makes it a 10-point game, 37-27. And no good. Grizzlies at Sedalia had a big lead. I think it got up to as much as 18 points. And then State Fair shaved it down and made it a close game. So Carlos makes 1 out of 2 and an offensive foul at the other end. Rashad Weekly drew the foul from one of the State Fair players, who happens to be Tazir Smith. Grizzly shot the ball pretty well in the first half. State Fair made a few, but if we could keep them in the starting blocks here for the first few minutes, build on this lead. Trey White dribbles into the lane. Little floater from 12 is an air ball. Saved it. Throws it back. Threw it out of bounds. Bailey misjudged that one a little bit. Here is an opportunity. I mean, right now, you've got an opportunity if you're the Grizzlies. And older teams will do that. You got a lead, start in the second half. You really get out on them, get after them, and build on this thing and try to get a cushion. Gaiman in the corner, drives baseline, cut off, jumps up, forces it, and scores. He was bumped to a standstill and still is able to horse it up there off the glass. Gavalia over to the right side now. White's pass deflected. 37-29. Trey, far left corner, up fake by Gagi Gavalia. Will hand it now. Rashad Weekly in the corner. Back to Gagi. There's 10 on the shot clock. Aiden Gare has it, gets a screen, goes by it. Far corner, wide open. Up fake, step back. Here's Rashad with a three. No good. Ball comes off to the weak side. Tazir Smith with a rebound for State Fair. They try to cut into the 8-point lead now. Down on the left side now. Here is Jules McCoy. Over on the left elbow, picked up by Bernstein. 10 on the shot clock. McCoy in the corner. He shoots, and it's good. There he goes. Watch out now. 37-31. Jules McCoy, 6'4", sophomore from Fort Washington, Maryland. A really good player. Now on the right side from 12 feet. Here's a two, no good, by Trey White, and the rebound punched high in the air by Carlos Paul, hit the backboard cable. And so dead ball, and it goes back to State Fair. Grizzlies outscored in the first 2.5 minutes of the second half, 4-1. That lead has gone down to 6. Here's a wide open shot off the ball fake. No good by McCoy. He got Aiden Gare to go for the ball fake, and he was wide open but couldn't finish it. Now Gare on the left side curls over the top. Free throw line jumper straight on. Back iron won't fall. Rebound comes off, and Ndiave with the ball, and State Fair with it. 6-point game. Gaiman on the left wing, popping out. Bernstein with a long three, and it's off the back iron, no good. Good block out by the Grizzlies. And Carlos Paul will get it to Kyle Germany. Right side. Get some ball movement here and get the ball inside. Gavalia drives the lane, goes up, got bucked, no foul. Not high school tonight. Over on the left side, Gaiman takes it all the way in, goes up and around, and good. We may be very close to a timeout here. 37-33. So the half has kind of started kind of opposite of hope. Carlos Paul now. Right side, popping out. Gare, Trey White, left wing. Nobody to throw it to inside. So he has to put it on the floor and drive in. Feeds it far corner. Germany with a three. No good. Rebound long to the corner. Chased down by Carlos Paul. Out to Gaggi. Back to Carlos in the corner for a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Jabril Ndiave. And now, 4 minutes in, the Grizzlies only up 4. Kazir Smith, Kyle Germany is hopping on the deck. And so he is down on the floor right now. And we'll get a timeout, or will we? Well, they stop the game, and Kyle comes out hopping. That shoe and that sock will come off, and check tape job, probably put more tape on it, but the second you get off that thing, that's when the swelling begins. Here's the inbound play. Elijah Bernstein now. I don't even know if it's his ankle for sure. He may have got frogged in the thigh from the looks of it. Down the lane, Gaiman lost the basketball, picked up by Gage Pitts. Well, we could use a basket here. Up by only 4. Gare with it. State Fair's defense has been much better here in the second half so far. High screen to the right. Trey White steps out. We have no one in the post. It's all on the perimeter. Over the screen. Trey White drives, shoots, no good. Rebound, Kendon Peebles. He got bumped, and it should be a shot clock violation. The ball did not hit the rim. Came off into Kendon's hands and out of bounds. Full timeout. Grizzlies take timeout. 15-11 to go in the second half. Grizzlies starting the half slow, and they lead it by 4, 37-33. Back in a minute on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unexpected injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as the OZH Orthopedics and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Have you peeked into the new store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store? Well, Stephanie worked at JCPenney for 24 years, and since its closing, realized there's no place to buy business casual clothing for men and women. So she took the matter into her own hands and opened up her own store, Steph's Southern Small Town Store, 1432 West 8th Street in West Plains. You'll find women's and men's business casual clothing. Check out their Facebook page with all their specials. If you're shopping for Christmas, make sure you stop by Steph's Southern Small Town Store.
And now more Grizzly basketball action on Hot Country KDY.
Back at Civic Center, 4 minutes played, or 5 minutes played now in this half. Bullet pass inside, off the hands of Dalton Gaiman, out of bounds. Turnover on the Roadrunners, and that's their 10th of the ball game. Grizzlies have turned it over 6 times. Goggy Gavalia gets it in to Trey White, who is immediately double teamed. Back to Goggy. Back to Trey. Got 5 seconds to get it across. Bounce pass up ahead to Goggy, and now the Grizzlies reset. Trey in the middle to the corner. Pump fake by Peebles. Back out to the point. Gage Pitts. Inside pass through the hands, out of bounds of Gavalia, and that'll be the 7th turnover on the Grizzlies. Boy, this is a game that has absolutely no pace to it. Front court, Bernstein picked up by Kendon Peebles. We're on the right side now in Diave. At the left point, Devin Ellis. Out on the right wing now. Popping out, Smith with an up fake, dribbles over, free throw line jump shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound high in the air, picked up by Gare. Grizzlies come back. Wait for help, pass inside. Pitt circles out, gives it over to Gare, catches in the corner for a three. Good! And alive. He is so much fun to watch shoot the basketball. Gare has 14. That's one under his season average. 40-33, and that was a huge shot for the Grizzlies. First basket in the second half comes 6 minutes in. Into the paint. Smith, he'll horse up the shot. No good. Spun off the rim. And the rebound kicked out. Grizzlies have a 3-on-1. Garrett steps across, puts it up. No good. Put back by Gavalia is good. Yagi has 7. It's back to a 9-point game. 42-33. Out front, ball is stolen, and then Gare gets grabbed as the ball went off his hands. He got grabbed by McCoy over on the left wing. That should be a foul on McCoy and a turnover on State Fair instead. Here's a drive from the left side of the key. A layup, no good. Foul on the play. And that's going to be on Gagi Gavalia. 13-10 to go, and Hayden Gare asking the official, how did you not see that guy just grab my arm? Here's a free throw, and it's good. Tazir Smith has 5 points. Aiden's talking to the guy that grabbed him, and he and McCoy are both laughing about it. Free throw good on the next one. Inbound play. Aiden is one of those kids that have been really nice to have had around for 2, maybe even 3 years here because of COVID. Because in the game today, you got to have people that can shoot the three, and boy, can he ever shoot the three. Carlos will hand off Trey White down the left side of the key, puts up the running floater, and it's good. It had the Trey White trademark on it. Little teardrop floater, left side of the key, 44-35. On the deck, McCoy dribbles in, steps back, shoots, no good. Ball out of bounds off of State Fair, Grizzly basketball. Well, State Fair had a little bit of a run in them, but they cut it down to 4, but they just couldn't muster much offense. They had some chances. Now they're down again by 9. Grizzlies with the basketball and the lead with 12:30 to play. Right side, Kendon Peebles. Up the right side to the right corner. Picks it up, kicks it out. Around the horn it goes. Kyle Germany, left quarter. And Gare with a 3. That's short. Rebound comes off. Tazir Smith has it. He'll push it up the floor. He doesn't have numbers, so he'll circle out, gets it back to Bernstein. Right point pass to the right sideline. McCoy goes right baseline on the dribble, cut off by Gare. Back out on the right wing. Through again. Left-hand scoop shot off the glass, no good. Rebound put back is up and in by, was that 11 or 10? I couldn't really tell. There's 11, and that's Jules McCoy. He has 6. No, that was 10. That was Trey Jones with his second field goal. 44-37. Gare across court to Peebles. Grizzlies by 7 with 11:36 to go. Carlos Paul spins to the middle, slapped away and stole it. 2-on-1 break, bounce it across. Gaiman with a dunk with the left hand. Boy, went up strong with that one. Nice 2-on-1 break, and now it's back to a 5-point game. Gare off the screen, picks it up. Gets it out to Kyle Germany. Kyle hasn't done much on offense. Well, he hasn't scored at all tonight. Gare in the corner. Into the post. So here we go. Carlos Paul had it, lost it out of bounds. Last touch by State Fair. 9 on the shot clock. Gavalia is back in. Ndiave comes back in the ball game for the State Fair team. He is a 6'8" freshman from Mount Dora, Florida.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and
inbound play in the corner. Germany catch and shoot for 3, and it's no good. Rebound long, though. Trey White has it. He'll circle back out. Kenan Peebles to Gare. Gagi Gavalia nearly traveled with it. Back out to the point. 5 on the shot clock. Gare steps over, shoots a 3, and it's off the back iron, high out toward the free throw line. Gaiman with a rebound, and they come up the floor haltingly. Gaiman with it to the right point. Stepping through all the way, right-handed layup, and it's good. We got the Grizzlies kind of spread out there, and Trey Jones now makes it a 3-point game, 44-41. Offensive droughts have kind of been a characteristic for the Grizzlies this year. We may be going through one of those here in this half. We've played almost 10 minutes, have scored 8 points. Right point, here's Gagi with a 3, no good. And coming down with it with a chance to make it a 1-point game. Here's Bilkoy, and it's good. Jules Bilkoy makes it a tie game at 44 with 9:55 to go in the second half. We're back in a minute on KDY.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world for 4 consecutive years. They feature a pool and an exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. Make your reservation by calling 417-257-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unexpected injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as the OZH Orthopedics and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
It's back to the court for more Grizzly basketball on KDY.
9:55 to go in the second half. The first time the Grizzlies and State Fair played, the Grizzlies really exploited them inside. Even though State Fair is the bigger team, the Grizzlies were able to use their quickness and really hurt State Fair in the paint. Tonight, nothing of that. Carlos Paul has 3 points. Dallas Clayton, nothing inside. Gagi Gavalia has 7, most of that from the perimeter. Kendon Peebles baseline, takes it in all the way, lays it up and good. Good aggressive play to the basket by Kendon Peebles. There's one of those key baskets that you need. There was a case where the Grizzlies needed one. 46-44. Bilkoy is really feeling his oats right now. He's wanting the basketball. He's on the right side of the floor, and he is about to get it, probably. Kazir Smith curling over the top. They'll hand it to McCoy. Straight on 3 from way out. No good. Ball tipped out, picked up by Gaiman. 17-foot jumper, good. Gaiman has 17 points. He had 12 the first game. It's tied at 46. Now Germany dribbles over to the right side. Now a hand to Rashad Weekly. Kenan Peebles looks back door, nothing open. Shot on the wing to the free throw line now. Gagi with it. Faces up. Trey White. Pull up, jump shot. That's off the mark, off the back iron. Rebound high in the air for it is Abu Wagyu. And now tie game, and State Fair with a chance to take the lead with 8.5 minutes to play. Down the key, McCoy puts it up. No good as he just forced it into the paint, and 2 shots will be shot at the free throw line by Jules McCoy. Kendon Peebles will get his second foul. And so with 8:23 to go, Jules McCoy from Maryland puts up the first free throw, and it's good. And that gives State Fair the lead, 47-46. Kind of like the first game, the first half, mainly Grizzlies. But here in the second half, State Fair has done a really solid job defensively. Next free throw, good. So it's 48-46. If you're the Grizzlies, you really don't want to lose this ball game. You want to win this ball game. This is a winnable home game in the region. Germany curls over down the lane all the way, lays it up off the glass and good. There's Kyle Germany doing his thing. Getting to the rim with that quickness and jumping ability. Tie game at 48. Kyle was rubbing his right thigh. I think somebody frogged him a little bit earlier. But he's back out there. At least it wasn't a knee or an ankle. Gaiman, bounce pass on the low block. Indiave will turn on the baseline, whistle, travel with the basketball. Turnover. Number 11 on State Fair. That's a break. That gives the Grizzlies the ball back with a tie game. And substitution, Devin Ellis will come back in for Indiave for the Roadrunners. Backcourt, Germany has it. They'll break the press. Long cross-court pass. In the corner, here's Gare with a 3. No good. Rebound by Devin Ellis for State Fair. 1 and done. 7 1/4 to go in the second half. McCoy out front, picked up by Kendon Peebles. Out of the zone. It's matched up. Pass in the middle. Gaiman will go up strong inside with the right hand. No good. Got his own board. Pump fake. Goes up. Got fouled. He'll shoot 2 with 7:10 to go. Dallas Clayton will check in for the Grizzlies. Josh Barlow back at the ball game now for State Fair, freshman from Hollister. Gaiman from Nevada puts it up. First try, no good. He had made 6 in a row before he missed that one. And, in fact, that's the first miss tonight for State Fair. They were 14 out of 14 until that last free throw. And next try, good. So, 1-point game. State Fair by 1. Kyle Germany gets it over the timeline. Double high screen goes right. Pulls it back to Carlos Paul. Over to Trey White. Right wing pass, Germany. Splits the defense, goes up, and a whistle, no good. And a blocking foul is going to be the call on Josh Barlow. The only question is it going to be in the act of shooting? And it would appear that it is. Neither team close to the bonus yet. 4 fouls on the Grizzlies, 3 on State Fair. Kyle Germany at the free throw line. First try is good. We're tied up at 49. Kyle Germany again. And good again. Kyle Germany on the season, averaging 8 points a ball game. And he is a 77% free throw shooter. Bernstein at the point now for State Fair, and the Grizzlies take a 1-point lead, 50-49. In the lane, here's a tough, pass it back outside to Gaiman on the side. Ellis couldn't get a shot. Grizzlies tighten up the zone. Gaiman, up fake, feeds underneath Bernstein. Layup good on the backdoor cut. Elijah Bernstein, second basket. Now at the other end quickly. Here's Garrett. Puts it up and scores as he forced it to the rim. Grizzlies beat State Fair down the court And Gare attacked the basket, got the lay-in, and he has 5.5, 16 for the game, and that's the second foul call on Dalton Gaiman for State Fair. Big shot there. Now this could make it a 2-point game with 6:19 to go. Dallas Clayton out. Gagi Gavalia comes back in for the Grizzlies. McCoy goes out of the lineup for State Fair, and I'm really good with that as they put Barlow in the ball game. And the free throw is good by Aiden Gare. 53-51, Grizzlies by 2. A lot of region games this year have been low scoring. Here's Gaiman at the point with a 3. No good. Cavalia with a rebound. Gets it out to Aiden Gare. Grizzlies come up with 6:03 to go. Gare outside Carlos. Now gives it back to Trey White. I'd be tickled to death if we threw the ball into the post here, but we got to have a postman first. Paul pops out, and so does Gavalia. High screen to the right. Gives it over to Carlos. Over to Gare. Curls over the left side. Down the lane. Puts it up off the glass and good. Aiden Gare has got it going on. 55-51. Left wing. Barlow with a 3. No good. Ball tipped up. Aiden Gare with a rebound. Long up the floor. Great pass. Carlos Paul all the way. Lays it up and in. Great feed by Aiden Gare. Good finish by Carlos Paul. Timeout. Grizzlies lead goes back to 6. With 5:28 to go. Timeout called on the floor with the score of the Grizzlies, 57. And the Roadrunners, 51. Back in a minute on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unexpected injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as the OZH Orthopedics and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Bailey Chevy and GMC, home of the Bailey Factor.
Bailey Chevrolet GMC has the SUV perfect for your winter commute. Check out Bailey's lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs. In town or back roads, Bailey Chevrolet will get you there safely and in sophisticated style.
This is John Bailey at Bailey Chevrolet GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs, reminding you to come in and test drive your favorite new Chevy SUV today. Find new roads with Bailey Chevrolet.
The Grizzlies play here on Hot Country KDY.
5 minutes, 28 seconds to play in the basketball game, or at least in regulation. The Grizzlies lead by 6, 57-51. After the timeout, Gaiman for State Fair. They're down 6 points. Baseline Gaiman steps through, travel with the basketball as Mr. Grayer made the call on the outside that time. So Matt Brown trying to get a technical foul here. That'd be great. Up the left side, Gavalia. Front court. Gives it to Germany with 5:05 to go. Grizzlies by 6. Got to get some good shots here. Get some buckets. Top of the circle. Gare now. In the low block. There he is, Carlos Paul. Pump fake up and under. Lays it up and in. Why we have waited till now to finally do that, I don't know. But Carlos has just eaten this team alive on the low block so far this year. 59-51, left baseline. Ellis goes in. Drive, whistle. Is that a charge? Is it a charge or a block? No call yet from the outside official. Must be a block. And it is on Carlos. That'll be his third foul. 4:41 to go. No shot involved here. Trey White will take the mop, clean the floor up. Inbound play from underneath. State Fair on the inbound with Jones. Tries to get it in. Can't get it in. Calls timeout. And they got timeout. 4:41 to go in the half. And the Grizzlies enjoy an 8-point lead. 59-51 back in 30 seconds on KDY.
Are you ready to take the next step toward an exciting and challenging career? If so, check out the educational opportunities at Missouri State University West Plains. You'll find quality transfer and career programs at an affordable cost, as well as flexible scheduling options. To learn more, call 255-7955 or visit wp.missouristate.edu. Registration is going on now. At Missouri State West Plains, you'll find new beginnings and endless possibilities.
College basketball action with the Grizzlies continues now on Hot Country KDY.
The most recent national rankings in Division I junior college men's basketball, top 25. Number 1 is Jared Fay's old team, College of Southern Idaho. They are undefeated at number 1 with a 23-0 record. They got all 14 first-place votes in this poll this week. Odessa's number 2. Boy, are they ever good. Just a great program. Top 5 are Southern Idaho, Odessa, Tallahassee, Salt Lake, and Chipola, who was the previous number 1. They're 21-1. Here we go, back to play in a State Fair ball. They're down by 8 with 4:35 to go. McCoy back in the ball game. Jump shot from the free throw line is good. Jules McCoy had 2 at the half. He's got 9 in the second half. He's got 11 now. 59-53. Gagi Gavalia will pick it up out high, gets it now to Kyle Germany. And now State Fair pressuring out a little harder, a little tighter. Germany beats his man on the dribble. Pull up, 13-foot jumper is good. Kyle Germany with a key bucket, all 6 of his points here in the second half, 61-53. Outside, right side, Barlow to the baseline, over the top pass in the left corner. Now on the left wing, McCoy with a 3, and it's way too hard. And it's nearly over the top of the rim, and the rebound taken down by the Grizzlies. Time is on our side. Yes, it is. Pass inside. Good feed in the corner. Gavalia. Paul lays it up and in. 7.5, 9 for the game for Carlos. 63-53. Down the lane, here's a drive by Bernstein. Puts up a left-hand shot. No good. He got fouled on the shot. Gagi Gavalia will pick up what I have as only being his second. Well, third. Third foul on Gagi. Elijah Bernstein from Missouri City, Texas. Puts up the first one good. Devin Ellis will check back into the lineup for Barlow. Gaiman comes out for State Fair. And they'll get Smith back in. Free throw again is good. Grizzlies break the press 3-on-2. Here we come down the middle. In the left corner, wide open shot for Gare. Good! Aiden Gare with 22 tonight. Right side, McCoy beats his man on the dribble, goes up, left hand layup, no good. Boy, he nearly made an incredible shot after the contact there, coming across the lane with the left hand, spinning off the glass. Instead, it's a blocking foul. And that's the 4th foul on Carlos Paul. 3:05 to go. Grizzlies by 11, 66-55. Try number 1 for Jules McCoy is good. I knew he would play better in the second half. He was just too good to be a 2-point scorer in the first 20 minutes. He's got 10 this half, 12 for the game. Next try is no good. Rebound is fought for, tipped out. It'll be Grizzly basketball. Tipped out of bounds from behind by Tazir Smith. 3:03 to go, 66-56. Timeout, Grizzlies in the backcourt with 3 minutes to play exactly here at the Joe Paul Evans Arena. And we'll find out if it's a 30-second timeout. Back in 30 seconds. Grizzlies by 10, 66-56. Back in 30 seconds on KDY.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Winter is here, and at Hirschfeed Parts Department, we can help winterize your vehicle. Our Pro Series Gold and Platinum Series batteries are priced at the lowest prices in town. We have blend batteries in stock in the 24, 31, and 65 series batteries at $46.99 with 1-year warranty. At Hirschfeed, we know parts.
Grizzly basketball continues now on Hot Country KDY.
$66-56 is the score as we start the final 3 minutes. We played 37, 3 more to go. Grizzlies up by 10. They won by 10 back in December against this team. Long pass on the press. Grizzlies break 2-on-2. Now White will circle out, and a smart play on the sophomore's part. Gets it now to Gare. Aiden Gare over to Gagi Gavalia. Back to Aiden. 10 on the shot clock. Gagi give and go. Trey dribbles in, lost the basketball out of bounds, and turned it over. Well, it took 21 seconds off the clock, even with the turnover. Barlow and Gaiman come back in for State Fair. They're shooters. Bernstein in the front court. Gaiman at the point. Fires straight on for 3. No good. Rebound tipped up. No good. Ball is going to be controlled finally by Tazir Smith for State Fair. Goes left baseline around the defense. Inside out pass. Way out front. Thrown away. Picked up by Kendon Peebles. And he smartly circles back out with it with 2:15 to play. Kyle Germany. Double team on the sideline. Lost the basketball. Turned it over. Grizzlies get it back. Whistle, timeout, as the Grizzlies, that's team straight turnovers. Grizzlies call timeout. Aiden Gare motions we need to slow down and calm down. With 2:05 to play. Next broadcast of Grizzly basketball will be next Wednesday night. That'll be here at the Civic Center against Three Rivers. Don't know for sure yet when we'll make up that game at Park Hills, but it will be made up. Timeout on the floor. We're back in 30 seconds, 66-56 with 2:05 to go. Grizzlies ahead by 10. Back in 30 seconds on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unexpected injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as the OZH Orthopedics and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
And now more Grizzly basketball action on Hot Country KDY.
Back at Joe Paul Evans Arena, Grizzly basketball now in their front court. They'll get it into Germany with 2:02 to go, and the Grizzlies by 10. 22 on the shot clock. We can take our sweet time here. Kyle Germany out front, gets it over to Trey White near the timeline. Trey, crossover, beats his man, gives it back to Gare. 5 on the shot clock. Gare behind the back dribble. Free throw line to the corner. Wide open. Trey White with a 3, and it's good with 1 second to go on the shot clock. Perfect. 69-56. On the right side, Ellis leans in, shoots, and scores as he gets to the rim. Actually, more like about 7 feet away. Devin Ellis, first field goal tonight. He's got 4. 69-58, Grizzlies by 11 with 1:10 to go. Bad pass cross court, stolen. McCoy all the way, lays it up and good. He was going to dunk it, lost it, and it still went in. And another timeout on the floor. 9-point game, 1:01 to go. And it would appear that, well, who knows? Grizzlies are sitting down. State Fair's not. So we'll call it a full timeout. Well, now State Fair is already done. I guess they thought it was a 30. The Grizzlies are treating it like a 60. One minute, 1 second to go. Grizzlies have Carlos Paul with 4 fouls. He is the only player in this game with any serious foul trouble. And the bottom line is we're going to have to make some more free throws here. The Grizzlies have made 7 out of 10 from the line tonight. State Fair has shot, they have made 18 out of 20 tonight. Inbound the back court. Rashad Weekly over the timeline. Gets in the front court now. Kyle Germany beats his man on the dribble. Now inside out and around. They'll just move the basketball. They had a layup there. Chose not to shoot it. Gaggi, right side. Rashad. Don't know why they haven't fouled. In the left corner, Germany. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gare drives, shoots on the move, missed it, but the rebound, Trey White, and the Grizzlies will control again. And a quick foul is called 25 seconds to go, and the Grizzlies are on their way to their 9th win of the season. That'll be the second foul on Elijah Bernstein. We'll talk it over with Jared Fay here after the ball game. And a foul on the reach-in. That's only the 6th foul on State Fair. So no free throws here. First foul call on Devin Ellis. So the Grizzlies are going to be 2-0 against the Roadrunners this year. And they'll go to 2-3 in region play. Now a foul on the inbound. That's on Elijah Bernstein, his third. Free throw shooter will be Trey White. 23.6 to go. 69-60. Aiden Gare, Gage Pitts in the ball game. Rashad Weekly is out. Free throw is good. Trey White. And that gives him 11 for the game. Good again. 71-60. Difference first time was 10. Difference this time is 11. Here we go. Bernstein up the right side. Left side, left corner. Ball tipped away from Barlow. Good play by Gage Pitts. Ain't nobody in a Grizzly uniform this season that has played harder than Gage Pitts. Inbound play, free throw line. Fade away by Bernstein. It's good from about 12 feet. Bernstein with 9. Backcourt pressure, 71-62. Foul with 9.5 seconds to go. And this ought to be the last foul of the ball game. And the Grizzlies will go to the free throw line. It looks like it'll be Kyle Germany. Second foul on Josh Barlow. So we're going to go home happy tonight. Up by 9, 71-62. First try, good. So this good Saturday night crowd here to watch the Grizzlies and State Fair going to enjoy the end result here and hope they all come back next Wednesday night when Three Rivers is here. That will be a good game. Next try is no good. Rebound to Gaiman. Up the floor for State Fair. Just don't want to foul. Here's a shot off the glass, up and in by Trey Jones. 3 seconds to go. No reason to foul. And that's your final. Grizzlies win by 10. The first meeting, they win by 8 this time. 72-64. Jared Fay joins us on our postgame. Coming up in 1 minute on KDY.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Winter is here, and at Hirsch Feed Parts Department, we can help winterize your vehicle. Our Pro Series Gold and Platinum Series batteries are priced at the lowest prices in town. We have blend batteries in stock in the 24, 31, and 65 series batteries at $46.99 with 1-year warranty. At Hirsch Feed, we know parts.
Are you ready to take the next step toward an exciting and challenging career? If so, check out the educational opportunities at Missouri State University West Plains. You'll find quality transfer and career programs at an affordable cost, as well as flexible scheduling options. To learn more, call 255-7955 or visit wp.missouristate.edu. Registration is going on now. At Missouri State West Plains, you'll find new beginnings and endless possibilities.
It's back to the court for more Grizzly basketball on KDY.
All right, final score, 72-64 is the final, and the Grizzlies beat State Fair for the second time this year. Jared Fay joins us over here to my left, the head coach of the Grizzlies. Was this game very much like the first game?
It was similar. We actually got up on them there. They came back. I don't think they ever took the lead, but I think we're going to see a lot of games like this from here on out. I think anybody can beat anybody on a given night. And State Fair is a good basketball team. I was glad we were able to get a little separation there because they got guys who can just go get buckets. I thought Aiden Gare stepped up for you tonight. He and Trey White, I thought played like leaders for you. And when you needed a basket, Aiden Gare, who had 22, he was able to get you a basket. I thought it was Aiden's best game of the year. He's had some games where he scored 20-some before. But I just didn't feel like he forced it. He let a lot of things come to him, a lot of growth from him. Trey White, I can't say enough good things about him. He played 40 minutes tonight. I kept asking him if he needed a break, and he kept saying no, he was good. And he takes care of his body, his conditioning, everything. He's always ready to go. Your leading scorers had 22 and 12. That was Aiden and Trey. But then you had 9, 7, 7, 9, 3, 3. You can work with that because you're getting contributions from other people, too. Yeah, pretty balanced. And, we're still without Micah Gare. We hope to get him back soon. So Hurst a little bit in depth. But guys like Gage Pitts, came in and hit a big shot for us. He does all the little things. And I just really like our group right now. I feel like they really want to win, and nobody's being selfish, and we're playing the right way.
I kept waiting in the first half, and it never happened. I kept waiting for us to go back inside the Carlos because Carlos really hurt them up there at Sedalia. And then in the second half, in the first half, he only had 2 points. In the second half, he had 7. But we started going into him a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. He was actually having some kind of back spasms before the game. I was a little worried he wasn't going to be able to play. But he did have some clutch buckets for us there in that stretch at the end where we were able to pull away. And sometimes we struggle to score a little bit. We really do need to get the ball down low to him more.
I think we had one field goal in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Was it our offense in a little bit of a drought, or was it their defense that good?
A little bit of both. They came out. They're a very well-coached team, of course. They came out with a lot of energy from the second half. And we maybe fell in love. I felt with a little bit too much with the jumpers, and we were settling a little bit too much and just weren't moving very well without the ball, but we were able to get it back.
So how close is Micah coming back?
Well, he actually got his nose guard today. I actually was going to see about dressing him down. It's going to take him a while to get used to. So we hope to have him Wednesday. We don't know for sure. I know he's got a doctor's appointment this week on Monday, I believe. So we're shooting for Wednesday. I think that's going to take a while for him to get used to, so we're just not sure yet.
Well, 9 wins now on the season. You got Three Rivers coming up. And we still have, I think, counting the makeup game with Mineral Area, 8 games to go. And they're all region games, so the season's got a long way to go to determine kind of how it went.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you're just looking at scores right now, and everybody's playing everybody pretty close and pretty tough. So I think it's going to be a fun stretch run and great basketball for the fans to watch.
Good job tonight.
All right, thanks, Harlan.
Jared Fay, head coach of the